So I'm trying to open a gallery to sell fine-made art pieces by artisans, handmade, we call them studio goldsmiths, opposite the Museum of Modern Art. And I'm having a very tough time of it. This guy wanders in, this is 1977. He says, have you given some thought to these great aesthetic pieces? They're called wristwatches, and they're no longer made. And they're made by Hamilton and Gruen and Elgin and Rolex. And looking at them, I said, get out of here, I'm trying to sell jewelry. He was very persistent. I said, I'll finally prove it to you. He says, I want you to take these 25 watches, and I'll prove to you that no one's interested in them. Well, within 2 weeks, I sold half of them. Wow. And I said, wow, this might be something interesting. I started reading about it. Within a year, I'm flying to Switzerland to attend the auctions of the originator, this guy Osvaldo Patrizzi, and the original Antiquarium in Geneva. This was way before the other auction houses started seeing it as a viable collectible. But very quickly, certainly by mid-'80s, there was some serious, motivated mostly by the Italians, driven also by the French and the Germans, people looking and seeking out different ideas about what a collectible watch is. And then finally, by the end of the 80s, it's full-blown. Books come into the marketplace. Way before Mondani, there's other published books about Patek Philippe, about Rolex, about American watches. And information, availability, knowledge being disseminated by a few dealers that started coming in the market. The seeds of a collectible marketplace are born.
Okay.
So certainly by the end of the 80s, it's a full-blown collectible market. Essentially concentrating on maybe 5 or 10 brands.